Is this the best Ryokan
in Tokyo?
Our travels in Japan continue, and in this video we share with you our experience staying in a traditional ryokan in the heart of Tokyo.
I think it's time to put on the yukatas.
You may be asking yourself, what is a ryokan? Well, a ryokan is a type of traditional Japanese inn that typically features tatami-matted rooms, communal baths, and other public areas where visitors may wear yukata and talk with the owner. And in this video, this is exactly what we did. And in keeping with exploring the history of Tokyo, we will also be visiting Senso-Ji Temple in Asakusa.
And this was finished in 645, making it Tokyo's oldest temple, and I think most popular as well.
So let's give you a tour of our room in this ryokan in Tokyo. So guys, welcome to our ryokan. This is pretty special. If you have ever seen ryokans before, you know what to expect. And for those of you that haven't, this is what you can expect. Expect everything to be traditional tatami floors, wooden furnishings, lots of sliding doors, traditional screens, and traditional furniture. The word tradition is going to be used a lot here because they play heavily on a lot of the old traditions here in Japan. So this is our living space. Minimalistic and simplistic is definitely the two words we would use here. You don't need chairs, you simply have very comfortable cushions where you can sit and have your meals, your green teas, your matchas. Everything you need is right here. And surprisingly, it's actually very spacious. We are, as I said before, in the heart of Tokyo, so to have a room of this size is pretty special. We have our lovely wardrobe over here in the corner. To be honest, even something like this would have in our own home. We have a humongous TV, which to be honest, I don't think that we're going to use because we are going to be out and about exploring Tokyo. We have some beautiful decorative elements to the room as well. We found that this is used quite commonly in a lot of traditional ryokans. We had one when we stayed in Miyajima, if you remember our vlog, which we'll pin up here for you. Some lovely, beautiful decorative elements. Wooden boxes here, which is like the cutest thing ever. And this is our view.
It's like a cute old little Tokyo street. And this is also where we will be sitting to have dinner a bit later in our traditional yukatas. And if you don't know what a yukata is, we'll show you in the bedroom. Are you ready for another beautiful room?
Wow.
I mean, does it get much better than this? It's just so amazing. Obviously the tatami flooring throughout, so you don't ever wear shoes in here, and it's just the comfiest floor you'll ever experience. This is our bed for later, so I'm assuming we can just roll it out and leave the doors open, which will be pretty cool. And it's just these comfy futon mattresses, but they're super comfy. We've slept on them before. Like James said, we did film one for you guys when we stayed in Miyajima Island, and they were super comfy there, so we expect no different here as well. Got our pillows, duvet and sheet to go on top as well. But let's show you what a yukata is so you can get an idea of what that might look like a bit later. It's pretty traditional for you to get something like this when you're staying at like a traditional Japanese inn or a ryokan. These are our yukatas. So we're not going to put this on right now as we're going to go head out soon and go and explore Tokyo, but we will show you what this looks like later on in the vlog. And then this is what James is going to be putting on top of his yukata, which looks very warm. Everywhere we've been staying, there has been a jacket like this to put over the top. It's gorgeous and it's warm. And I guess this is mine, unless James wants to try it.
I think that's lending and leaning more towards you.
I'm pretty sure it's to keep you warm because it's really thick and padded, and I can't imagine you'd wear this in the summer. So this one's for me. And this is amazing, I'm sure you will agree. I'm pretty sure we're not meant to try this on, and this is purely decorative, but the detail is absolutely amazing, and I'm sure this has probably been used in some kind of entertainment. I'm not sure, but it is just fantastic, and what a place to display it. There's also nothing like the warmth of a host at a ryokan. When we were greeted downstairs, it was amazing. They really do make you feel so at home here, and everywhere is just so welcoming. Everyone's so friendly, so that's part of the experience as well. You can also, if you want, add on breakfast and dinner, which they make in-house for you. We also had to check out of our other Tokyo apartment at 11 o'clock this morning, and check-in here isn't until 3, but they were super accommodating and even let us check in 3 hours early, which is amazing. amazing. So we can dump off our stuff and head out to go see a bit more of Tokyo.
Now you're probably wondering, where is the restroom? It's quite common to not have a restroom inside your room in a Ryokan. They are outside in the communal areas, so they are shared, but they are regularly cleaned. As Alex said before, the hosts are super amazing and they do a fantastic job of keeping all of the amenities super clean. We were even notified that there is a bathtub that you can jot down your name for half an hour intervals, or if you wanted to be cheeky, have an hour interval so you can sit back, relax in a bathtub after a long day of exploring Tokyo. And if you wanted to cook your own food whilst you are staying here at this Ryokan, they make all of the allowances. There's a microwave, a tiny grill, hot water, and even some cutlery. And after you're done, they have a sink and wash station where you can put everything back. Perfect. There is also a humongous fridge and freezer. Someone's already on the sake.
They also give you a pack, which is like the room Bible, and it just tells you everything you need to know. Sanitizing, where you need to wear masks, everything that you need to know about the room. There's floor maps, which tells you where all the bathrooms and the showers are. There's also free Wi-Fi here as well. How to use the front door entrance key, where to put your rubbish and which bins to use, and how to use the bathtub as well, which looks a little bit more complicated than I originally thought.
So all the rooms are pretty close together. We've got someone standing right next door. But what's really nice is that we have this divider here, which is lockable, which means that we can have all of our luggage here, our backpacks here, and we can close the door off for some privacy. As we were leaving to head out, we bumped back into our host who gave us more history on this Ryokan. The original owner who opened this place was only 30 years old at the time, and she dedicated her whole life to running the traditional Japanese inn for the following 50 years. But it was so nice to see the new host still educating guests and letting her memory live on.
Yeah. Good long life.
Good life.
Wow. And she's left this beautiful building.
Oh, we feel very honoured to be here.
I know.
So on today's itinerary, we are exploring Asakusa. You may know this place as Asakusa, but apparently it's pronounced Asakusa. Now forgive us if our pronunciation is incorrect.
Even when we Google beforehand to try and learn the pronunciation, it still comes out wrong. So bear with us, we apologise, we do try.
But before we do explore, our tummies are rumbling and craving some ramen. We found this cute place called Ramen Watanabe right near Senso-Ji Temple. Now, if this is your first time in a ramen house, it can be a little bit confusing when ordering, so here is the process. Before taking a seat, find the vending machine, which is usually towards the entrance. Change the language if need be. Most machines will usually only accept cash. Then scroll through the many choices available. Most will have pictures. Once you've made your choice, add it to your basket and then hit issue ticket. Your ticket will print here and you can click return for any change, which will pop out below. Then take a seat and hand your ticket over to a member of staff. Now usually ramen is prepared and served super quick. Ours was served within minutes and oh my god, just look at this. If this doesn't make you salivate, I don't know what will.
That was really good. The soup was a lot thicker and tasted a lot stronger of like pork flavour, and the price was really decent. It was like 850 yen for that whole massive bowl.
So we've made it back to the famous Nakamise Dori Street. Dori meaning street. The last time we were here was 8 years ago. This dates back hundreds of years. There's lots of different vendors selling a variety of different things. And at the very end is the Senso-Ji temple. Let's go take a closer look.
We are here on a Wednesday afternoon and it is rammed, so we can only imagine what it's like on a weekend, but it's to be expected. It's one of the most popular spots to come and visit in Tokyo, given the temple is here, so just gotta soak it up and enjoy the atmosphere. Shiba! Look how big they are!
So if you didn't know, Shibas are our absolute favourite dog.
If and when we ever decide to settle down, I think the number one dog we always know that we want to get is a Shiba, just because we love them. Our entire Instagram home feed is just Shiba Inus. It's baby!
Look at the little bum.
And I like this one too.
That is cute.
I want everything Shiba.
So this street really has it all. If you're looking for a souvenir to take home from Japan, then look no further. You've got bags, you've got masks, you've got sunnies, you've got chopsticks, fridge magnets, key rings, absolutely everything. And that's not even including all the different types of foods you can get as well. Everything from sweet to savoury, you're spoiled for choice. But guys, we have arrived to Senso-Ji Temple and it looks amazing.
I literally remember this and it is as amazing as I remember.
Let's turn it around for everyone, ready? Look at that. And the sun's come out as well.
So we've made it to the main part of Senso-Ji Temple, and this was finished in 645, making it Tokyo's oldest temple, and I think most popular as well.
Being a Buddhist temple, there is a lot of incense burning happening, and one thing that has just jogged our memory is this over here. Now this is what's known as a jikoro. Now a jikoro is where people place their incense sticks, burn them, and you'll find a lot of people surrounding themselves in the smoke because rumour has it, it has healing effects or healing powers. So there are plenty of people standing around, all sort of like almost fumigating themselves because of the healing effects that it supposedly has. Look, it can't hurt. There is like a bit of a, I don't know, spiritual thing to it. You can see because the incense is quite thick. There are so many incense sticks in this jikoro that is so popular.
Get the money out of my bag, please. Look, I walked all the way down and it's still here, so I have to get it. It's mine!
So after all of that walking in Asakusa, we are going to treat ourselves to a delicious cold beer. And there is no better place than to go to the Asahi headquarters here in Asakusa. The Asahi headquarters looks like what, Alex?
A golden poop.
There it is.
It looks like a big golden poo, and it's actually referred to locally as the golden turd.
Now, of course, it wasn't actually named the golden turd. However, it is meant to be a golden flame, from what we understand, or at least meant to represent the golden heart of the Asahi brand. And it was actually 360 tons of it as well. That's one big golden turd. We're underneath the turd. Okay, so the Golden Turd building is not what we were looking for. Whilst they do have a restaurant on the ground floor, we were looking for something with more of a view, and we believe it's in the building next to it.
It is the one that looks like a pint of beer.
That would make sense.
Yeah,
I think it's this way. Anyway, it's on the 22nd floor. Hopefully we get to the top. That's what we're looking for.
Is it
22nd floor. There's nothing like having a cold Asahi in the actual Asahi headquarters building in Tokyo, Japan. Whilst watching the sunset, of course.
I think it's time to put on the yukatas. Now we need to remember how to do it because I've totally forgotten.
These are the jazziest, snazziest yukatas there is.
I'm a bit cold, so I'm keeping my thermals on underneath. Right over left or left over right?
Right over left.
Right over left.
So we learned this. There is a certain way of doing the yukata, so it's left and then right.
You just told me it was left over right.
I don't think I did, Alex.
Right over left or left over right?
Right over left.
Right over left.
So we learned this. There is. I'm glad we got that cleared up. And then we've got our. I want to call them belts.
We didn't get instructions this time. I mean, that's definitely wrong. Does it look okay? It's so comfy. I love it.
There you have it.
Oh no, wait.
Oh yeah. Tell you what, with my top knot and this outfit, I do feel like I could pass for the samurai. You're rocking that.
Yeah?
It's like a cherry blossom Japanese gilet.
This is so warm.
There you go. Ready for our meal.
Ready for some food. Okay, so tonight might not be the most glamorous of meals. We did stop off at 7-Eleven to grab some quick snacks as we had a huge ramen meal at lunch. So I have gone for a tuna mayonnaise onigiri, which cost a grand total of 130 yen. And I've had these before and I can confirm they are absolutely delicious. And I've gone for a deep fried tofu, seaweed, ginger and sesame salad, which was 380 yen, so push the boat out with this one. Haven't tried this yet, but it looks delicious. We've got some fresh pineapple for afterwards. And James, what have you gone for?
I have gone for a special fried rice, which cost 350 yen, which is about $4 bargain. And I thought I would try this tofu pork, green onion, spicy sauce, and chili pepper. I'm salivating. Doesn't get any better than this, really. Should we tuck in? Oh, purple. QP.
QP.
Just over there. We do that every time nobody wants to go do something.
I always do.
And of course, the evening would not be complete without an Asahi.
Another Asahi.
5 minutes later.
Right, now that we've had our dinner, we're going to get the beds out and get ready for bed.
So we've moved the coffee table over here. Now there's method to our madness. We've propped up the cushions here. I mean, this one's fallen down. The reason being is we want to sit up in bed and watch a little bit of Netflix. So we're going to make the futons here, lean against the coffee table, and we're right underneath the heater. Winning! And there we have it. Our bed for the evening.
Looks comfy.
So
Comfy?
Comfy.
Looks comfy.
Looks so comfy.
Wait, which side is yours?
Oh. So guys, we hope you enjoyed our tour of this Ryokan.
And our trip into Asakusa.
So if you liked this video, we would really appreciate it if you hit that like button. And if you want to see more of us traveling in Japan, then please subscribe to our channel.
See you in the next video.
We're going to go in, explore what there is to explore.
But there, that. So we've made it to the main part of this. Nope.
So after all of that,